Welcome back to the Potato Museum show. We're going to be doing two shows, actually, two videos about potatoes in France.
Pomme de terre,
Yeah.
pomme de terre rôtie.
Mais oui.
Mais oui. Et voilà, pomme de terre de France.
Yeah, so pomme de terre means what?
Apple of the earth.
Apple of the earth. This is two maps. This shows production of France is the 10th largest producer of potatoes in the world, but most of them are produced up in the northern part along the Belgian border. This also shows a map showing the production areas and some of the factories that are producing potato products. We've been collecting things for years about France and traveling there. This is a wonderful old photograph of a potato market. Look at them all loaded, bringing them in. Next. Here's another view of another potato market. I just love this collection. We've shown this in another video. French soldiers, certainly in World War I, were recruited, and they would be shown peeling potatoes. One of the activities of the new recruits would be peeling potatoes. So a photographer would take their photos. Can we show another one?
I don't know.
A photographer would come along, take their photos, and then they would get to buy the photograph and send it back to the family and say, "Here I am. I'm in the army now."
On duty.
And
patate.
So look at this. One group's throwing potatoes to another group. Okay. So this just shows. By the way, all of these slides you can pause them, of course, and to see them more. This just shows some of the specialties of the cultivars or varieties. And this one, next one, we didn't know anything about this. This is the rarest potato variety, more expensive than this fancy beef. It's from this part of France, this little island off the west coast.
And apparently it gained fame after we had written our book called Gastronomie.
Yeah, we're going to show that. Can we go to the next slide?
I don't know. Can we?
Yeah. So it's called the bonnet. Why are they so expensive? Because it's just a very limited production. They're very fragile. You eat them with the skins, so they don't want to damage the skins. That's part of it. We're not going to go here. So they not ready to go yet, and they use the seaweed to fertilize them. So it's a very special production. It's only 1 week. It's all hand picked. Go ahead. So we're going to be talking about some of the specialties of French cuisine, and one of them is aligot, which is this sticky. Let's show it. Here's a guy making it, and this is a restaurant. There we go.
There's a guy.
Can you hold it in front of the screen, please? Yeah, and you can turn it around a little bit.
Well,
yeah, so this is a part of France in the middle of the country, the Massif, and this is a whole restaurant devoted to this. So let's see if we can see how it's made. You're going to tap that once and wait.
This is day 3 of asking a professional chef to turn my potato fancy.
First step, we got to peel the potatoes. I'm not a patient human, so I'm going to cut these. You can leave them whole. Fill this up with some cold water. Pinch of salt in there. I'm going to use these peelings. I got to soak them. I want to get all the water out. That's just going to dry. These potatoes are about ready to pull off. I'm going to dump these out onto a sheet tray real quick so they dry out for me. Add in your potatoes. So it's mashing the potato. Just in case you're wondering what all this hard work is for, it's for that. Give this a little mix. Here's my cheese. These are all those potato peels into a fryer. Good. Onto some paper towels. Salt, chives. You got fried potato peels, truffle aioli, pomme aligot.
Let's dig in. One more bite. Oh my God.
That must involve a lot of cheese.
Let's go.
Truffle aioli.
Let's go where?
Can we go to the next slide? All right, so this is pomme soufflé, which is a little puffed potato products, and you can read. We first experienced this at Antoine's restaurant in New Orleans, which is famous for this. I think they're still doing. Can we do the next slide? And here's the chef. So we went to Antoine's and we met the chef, and he showed us how he does this, and he makes the little basket that comes in out of peels, and there's the pomme soufflé. We got that whole little basket, fried potato peels, and the
mice
pomme soufflé, and I don't know.
Probably.
It's
not sure.
It's not in good shape. And we're going to see how they make it. There's several ways to make pomme soufflé. think it's twice fried. Yeah, look at that. Okay, next slide. So next one is Pomme Anna, and this is you can see the copper pot there, and we actually have one of these. Look at this, it's Pomme Anna pan. So it's cooked in that, and then they turn it around, and there it is. See, so this was, you can see the history of this dish, supposedly named after a very famous woman who was an entertainer in the area. Let's move on to the next slide. Let's see how this is made.
Salut un petit croissant. Today we're making the delicious and buttery Pomme Anna. So good.
Lots of butter. Another layer. He's not using the Pomme Anna pan, but he flipped it over and it's all nice and crusty and brown and delicious. Look at that.
Well, it is easier to have a
Yeah, exactly. Let's do. All right. So now the next one is what is that? Gratin dauphinois.
gratin dauphinois.
Yeah. No, this is a dish that is from the Dauphine province. Dauphiné, yeah, and southeastern France, and they are known for a bunch of casserole areas. And this one is raw potatoes and no cheese, but lots of cream.
Raw potatoes?
So they cook. They
yeah. Oh, yeah.
They bake them rather than boil them. Go ahead. So let's see how this one's made.
This is by far one of the easiest and most impressive looking potato dishes I've ever made. We're making a French potato dish called Domino Dauphinoise potatoes, and they are so creamy, rich, and delicious. While the cream is infusing, we're gonna slice up the potatoes and align them all pretty in a heat-proof pan. Top it off with your herb-infused cream and a healthy amount of butter. Top it off with some black pepper, thyme, bay leaves, and a nice healthy amount of Parmesan cheese, which we'll pop in it into the oven. And once it's done, you can top it off with chives to make your doctor happy. Enjoy!
Oh,
to make your doctor happy.
So then Parisian potatoes. These are little shaped potatoes that you get with these, they call them melon ballers. But in France, they don't do it that way. They're for making Parisian potatoes.
Ho-hum potatoes, I object.
Let's go, Parisian potatoes.
Good God. Oh.
That's pretty easy. Okay, now, and this we have this
crazy thing. We
have one of these devices, which is instead of using the
annoying,
you put the potato in there. You core a potato and put it. We've shown this on another video.
Yeah.
All right, next. So then we got vichyssoise, which actually was a common potato leek soup, very customary. But this chef.
New York City, the Ritz-Carlton. Hello.
Yeah, Louis Dia. He moved to New York and he made this soup famous. Let's see this. Okay. Tap it. Okay, you're going to have to go to watch on YouTube.
I am?
Yeah. Oh. So just go down there.
I didn't know.
I forgot to tell you about that.
C'est si bon de partir n'importe où. Bras dessus, bras dessous. En chantant des chansons, c'est si bon de se dire des mots doux, de petits rien du tout, mais qui en disent en langue, en voyant.
So that's so much for her.
Yeah, so we're going to show you the next show is all going to be about some of the memorabilia we've collected. I'll talk to lots more about this, but we wanted to show you our book.
Again.
Yeah, here, can you take the camera? I'm going to hand that to Meredith. So we wrote this book, Gastronomy, Food Museums and Heritage Sites of France. We already did a little talk about that. But I just wanted to acknowledge the idea for this book was born when Ib Bellew and Carol Kitchell of Bunker Hill Publishing zipped through the Musée du Jambon in Arzec, France, taken with the idea that if a ham museum exists, then food museums must abound in France. They found the food museum, us, on the internet, and asked us to write the book about the food museums of France.
Foodmuseum.com.
Yeah, so we
and
went...
By the way, this painting is by a wonderful friend of ours, Francis Wells, and it's...
Yeah, so we went all over France.
Didn't say what it was.
Okay, so, all right, let's go back.
Mussels, sorry.
Yeah,
it's mussels.
It says that, yeah.
Isn't that pretty? Yeah, okay.
All right, so we went all over France. This is a beautifully done book. Meredith wrote every part of the book. I did all the photos. And I just wanted to show you. So we started in Paris. We went down the center east and around the east coast, and then down the west coast, and then back up the center west. There weren't a lot of potato stuff in this book that we uncovered, but we did start in Paris, where the Paris Metro honors the founder of basically Monsieur Parmentier, you saw it over there.
Oh,
yeah. And then we went down to the home of this artist who did the Jean-François Millet.
Are we going to talk about Parmentier today or not?
No, that's going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
And then here's the
there's that.
Aligot, which we went to. And then we went to lots of great hotel restaurants, and this is some of the different potatoes they were serving.
Le Bois Plage.
Yeah.
And here we are, 100 years ago.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
All right, so that's that. There's more potato things in gastronomy, plus 100 other food subjects.
And we want to say bon appetit, huh? Yeah. Enjoy your potatoes.
Yeah, see you in the next show, potato show on the...
Okay, à la prochaine.